TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.
Welcome to a live edition of the Talk Show Kings. If you're unaware, we're like all in a wow moment.
Absolutely.
Let me have the Kings introduce themselves, starting on my left.
How you doing? It's Pedro Peter Grace Marte. Happy to be here. It's a sad day, but praying for the families.
Far right.
And I'm King Sakar from Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm
Boston in the
also proud to be here just as well. And we do have some sad news we're going to share with you today, so tune in.
All right, and I'm King Lundy, right here from Atlanta, Georgia, and thank you for tuning in to the broadcast. We hope you enjoy the show. We have some wonderful and exciting news. Also, we have a bit of a tragedy to share with you, but we're going to go to our host and let him open the show.
Hey fam, Talk Show Kings. We want to give a shout out to our executive producer, Mr. Felix Washington, our technical director, Mr. Marcus Givens, and our social media guru, Ms. Sean Tech. But if you haven't heard, today there was a helicopter crash and we lost Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter. From my understanding, it was 6 people on the helicopter and all that passed, but everybody has that not everybody, but a lot of us have that place in our heart for Kobe. Put 20 years into the NBA, came out straight out of high school, a phenom. In the time of Michael Jordan, Kobe came out and put his stamp on it. And then when him and Shaq got together, they lit up the NBA.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It was a watch, the Black Mamba.
Yeah.
It's wow. Hey fam, somebody else give me something.
Man, it's just shocking to everybody. Kobe gave his loyalty to the Lakers.
Yes.
I wasn't really a big basketball fan, but Kobe Bryant, I definitely was a fan of him.
Right.
Like I said, he definitely gave loyalty to the team and everything like that. And it's just really sad and tragic that this really had to happen to him.
Yeah.
Because he really seemed like a cool, good person.
Absolutely. As Doc was saying, and to piggyback on what Doc was saying, Michael Jordan, we know, was a phenomenal during his time in the league. And we thought that no one could outdo Michael Jordan, which we didn't expect that. But when an 18-year-old out of Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia caught our attention, caught our eyes, and entered into the league at 18 years old, 2 months, a high school phenom, the youngest player to ever enter into the NBA, he caught us by surprise. And that's the amazing Kobe Bryant.
And
Kobe Bryant did so much for the Los Angeles Lakers organization. He did so much for the Los Angeles Lakers community. A wonderful, brilliant young entertainer of a man that set the goals high for young athletes, because after Kobe came straight from high school, then LeBron came. And it opened a pathway for high school athletes to follow that trail to make the adjustment straight from high school into a professional arena.
Yeah.
And I think Kobe Bryant set the example for doing that, and he did it in a highly class manner.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant and I want to say Jermaine O'Neal came out at the same time.
Right.
Straight out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Kobe when he took over young Brandy to the prom. That was big news,
Yeah,
Kobe
absolutely.
was dating Brandy, the singer and the basketball player.
Yes.
I remember when he got Shaq and they won a ring, and then when Shaq left, they were saying that he couldn't win another ring.
Absolutely.
And Kobe said, I'm Kobe Bryant, and he had to show him who he was. it's so cool, you know. I mean, to remember the good times, and I know they're gonna
Right.
be showing Kobe highlights all week. So have
Yeah.
that, if you're a
Yeah.
basketball fan,
Right.
have that dial in because they're gonna be showing Kobe doing some like amazing moves. Like you
Yeah.
said, you weren't into basketball, they're gonna be showing Kobe doing
Oh
Kobe,
yeah,
showing
yeah,
why he's
yeah.
the Black Mamba.
Yeah, I believe it.
Let me give some shots out. Arthur Johnson, Artie, thank you for watching.
Thank you,
Miss
Artie.
Shamika White, Mika, thank you for watching. Cordell White, Corderell White, thank you for watching. Chris, Merritt, Merrill Jones, Kenneth D. Wilson, KJ, Kenneth Shropshire. What up, Shrop? Man, miss you, bro. Hey, them days back at, anyway, one of our military buddies. Georgia Freeman, thank you for watching. Torrance Bell, what up, T? Angela Smith, what up, Angie? Demetrius Carson, what up, Big Meat? How the trucking bit? Anyway, yeah. Hey, bro, happy to see you doing your thing out there. Tony Altman, what up, Tony? Davita Rose, hey, Davita. Stephanie Green. Angie says Black Mamba, definitely a legend. I feel you on that
yes,
one. Dolores Peoples, Madre Easterland, that's cat I went to high school with. What up, Dre? TT Spencer, Consuela Misan, Reginald Tyrone Stewart. What up, Tyrone? That boy was a beast on the drum back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a tragedy, and his 13-year-old daughter. I
Yes,
feel you.
yes.
Yeah,
Jermaine
yeah.
Dixon, hot sauce in the building. Artie says he wasn't the only one that came straight from high school to the pros, but I must say he was one of the best. Oh, yeah, I
Yes,
feel you on that one because,
definitely.
you know, Sean Kemp came from a junior college.
Right.
I want to say Moses Malone
Moses
came
Malone,
off the road.
Daryl Dawkins.
Yeah, well,
just to mention a few that
Yeah,
came in.
I mean, Janice Bridges, Fort Smith Falcon
Yeah.
Queen, she's in the building. Hey, I'm going to check out the shoes tomorrow 'cause I know they're going to be banging Janice. I'm just saying. But, yeah, we're still talking about Kobe and him being one of the best ever to do it, you know? I mean, everybody have their own opinions, but my bet, to me, the best was Wilt because that 100-point a game, I mean, the man came back at 50
Right.
and still was a beast. And then Michael and Kobe battling for second. I ain't got nothing against LeBron because the guy's just a super freakish athlete.
Right.
But in my opinion, if he had Kobe's that killer instinct that
Yeah.
Kobe and Jordan had, LeBron would be so, you know. But as far as a human being,
Right.
I can't take nothing from LeBron. That
Yeah,
age,
absolutely.
as far
Shouts
as just
out
being,
to LeBron, by the way.
definitely. I ain't trying to throw no shade by no stretch of the imagination. Chandra Lemons, Shirley Bishop Hunt. What's up, Shirley? Hey, we gonna have to get back in the choir so we can sing another duet like we did back at EMC. Thank
sing?
everybody for joining. Yeah, you know,
Nah,
a lot of
nah,
my
nah.
people on here, and I just want to make sure I give them a special shout out. If your people on here, you know, shout them out, bro. I ain't got no problem with that at all. You
guess
know.
what?
Kobe. Yeah, Kobe came in, and I remember Kobe jumped over a car. And he
Right,
was like, you
commercial,
know,
Fiat
he was like
commercial.
telling people, don't do this, and this little boy
Right.
tried to do it, and it didn't work out so well for him. Didn't work out well. But Kobe told everybody not to do it, you know.
Right.
And he wasn't always known as the Black Mamba, but he picked up that name because the boy was just deadly. I mean, cold.
Absolutely.
And at first they were saying he couldn't shoot.
Right.
Then he started busting threes because
Yeah.
Kobe came in, you know, just dunking on folks left, right,
Right.
up, down, sideways.
Right.
You know
And
what
keep
I'm
in mind that Kobe is a 5-time NBA championship type
Yeah.
caliber player. He has 5 titles, but he also has 3 MVP titles under his belt as well. So this is a young man that truly brought depth to the game. He brought excitement to the game.
yes.
I had an opportunity to watch Kobe play, I guess about 3 or 4 times in my lifetime. And I must tell you that the most exciting thing that he brings to the game is his perseverance and the will to win.
Yes.
We're talking about a young man that has the will to win because there was a lot of games that even the fans could not believe that they won. But because of Kobe Bryant had the will to win and the initiative to win, they won the game. So shouts out to Kobe Bryant. Our heartfelt tears go to his wife. Kobe Bryant leaves behind. He had 4 daughters, but his daughter, Gianna, 13-year-old, they called her Gigi, by the way. Our heart goes out to her and the family and to the mother, to the wife of Kobe Bryant. He leaves behind a wife and 3 daughters. Yes, he had 4 daughters. He wanted a son, but his daughters, 2 of them played basketball. And that was after retirement where his heart went is because he wanted to spend more time with his daughters. And by his daughters playing basketball, he wanted to be there for them to develop them as well. And even though he didn't have sons, he made the best father that he could be to his daughters and to bring them and re-encourage them. And I think he did an excellent job as a parent by doing so.
I think he did an excellent job
Absolutely.
altogether, like just being a human being.
Absolutely.
And
humanitarian.
Yeah.
By the way, keep in mind that he did win an Oscar. Kobe Bryant won an Oscar.
No,
And
I
people
had
like,
no idea.
yeah, absolutely, people like, well, how did Kobe Bryant win an Oscar?
Yeah, I'm curious
Well,
to
he
know.
put his name attached to a documentary that was on TV. The documentary went on to win an Academy Award. Winner Kobe Bryant. And that documentary won an Academy Award, but because Kobe was connected to that project, he also got an award as well.
Okay, cool. I remember him doing the commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember he wouldn't let nobody put makeup on him. That was kind of that was kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
Tony Taylor, what's up, family? We will always say Kobe while shooting trash in a can or even in a real basketball. I feel you on that one, Angie. My niece Diamond Clyburn is on here. Matthew Perry, thank you all for watching. We're talking about Kobe right now. We're talking about Kobe as a man and as a parent. And okay, when people pass, everybody likes to talk about how much of a saint they were and so on and so forth.
Right.
But Kobe had his mistakes, you know.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
you know, he was busted
Absolutely.
in a little scandal thing.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
then, okay, let me clear up something. Kobe never snitched on Shaq like people say.
Because that's what
Kobe
they
said,
think.
yes. Kobe said, one of my teammates, or excuse me, I have teammates that do this all the time. He never said Shaq's name. So, you know, please don't, you know, kill that. Let that one go. Hey, MJ, thank you for joining us. MJ Marjani Harris. MJ. But, yeah, squash that one. Because
Right.
Kobe won the snitch, you know. I mean, don't put that on him.
How do you think Shaq's name came up, though?
Because Shaq was the most famous person on the team next to Kobe.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
they just
yeah.
assumed
Just
he was talking
assume.
about Shaq.
Okay. Yeah.
They also found at the I think it was the Gold Room, and they found a list, and Shaq's name was on that list.
Oh, I don't know
Is
about
it
that
right?
one.
Yeah, I haven't heard about it.
I don't know about that
Yeah,
one.
they found they had a lot of names coming out that list when they were running a certain business out of there.
Right.
Okay.
Illegal
Okay, yeah,
business.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and Shaq's name, so he already had that reputation.
But I'm just
Right,
saying,
okay, yeah.
Kobe didn't snitch on him,
No.
so don't.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Hey, Roy Barton, what up, Roy? Andrew Jones, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you, Andrew.
We was talking about Kobe, and one of the biggest memories I have of Kobe is Kobe popped his MCL, I want to say, and walked off the court.
Yeah.
Like, I want to say
I remember
another
that
cat did it
game,
and
yeah.
was carried off the court.
Yeah.
And, you know, a whole bunch of people get injured, and
yeah.
they get the stretcher and all that.
Yeah.
Hey, the Black Mamba, he popped it and walked off the, man, that
Right.
just shows strength. The boy was,
Absolutely.
was a bad man.
And the thing about it, he did it at an older age.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a lot of players that tear the ACL, they do it at a younger age.
Yeah.
The prospect of them coming back is pretty much 95% they'll come back. But Kobe did it well into his mid-30s. And you know, at 35 in basketball years, you're an old man. When Kobe tore his, he was over 35 years old. But the resilience of this guy, they show him training, Doc,
Oh, yeah.
and working out, you know, Takar. And you can see that he had the love of basketball that I've never seen a player had. Even when I would look into Michael Jordan's eyes, Michael Jordan was a player that kind of like knew he was going to take over whenever he got in position. I'm going to take over this game. But Kobe Bryant was a resilient player that was like, whatever it takes to win. And when he was in training, Doc, to repair his torn ACL, you know, he trained and he came back. But guess what? It wasn't a year later that he tore his, what's the thing that Michael Vick had?
yeah, MCL. ACL.
No, not ACL, in the back of the ankle.
Not the Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
Exactly. He tore his Achilles.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
First he tore his ACL, then within a year later he tore his
Achilles.
Achilles. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And he came back from both of them.
Yeah.
When he retired, just
I mean, but to play in the NBA
just
for
bones
20
tired.
years.
Yeah, absolutely.
For 20
For
years.
20 years.
And I heard Shaq say that, you know, there was not any real beef with him and Kobe.
Right.
But he said that when he was younger, if he had the work ethic that
Yeah,
Kobe had,
I saw that
he
in the
would have been
review.
even
Yeah.
more of a monster than
Yeah,
he was.
absolutely.
Because, yeah, Shaq was a monster. You can't take nothing from the man. Kamaya Moore, my daughter, thank you for watching. Hamina, little girl, I had a woman that I had a crush on back in the day. Hey, Hamina, how you doing? I hope everybody's doing great. Holler at me. Let me know what y'all think about Kobe. And, you know, it was more than just Kobe and Shaq, you know? Because I remember one game, it was like point-some seconds left, and they gave the ball to Derek Fisher, won the game, you know? Because, I mean, but I'm just saying that he had good players around him, but he made players better because everybody had to pay attention to Kobe.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, even when Shaq was on the field, you had to pay attention to both of them.
Right.
But when he wasn't, everybody knew the ball was going to Kobe.
Absolutely.
Everybody know we're going to break, and we'll be back in a second, all right? Thank y'all for tuning in. What's up, Adrian?
Are you an artist, a writer of spoken word? Do you have content ready but need exposure? Get to know me. I'm Alicia, host of a new Facebook live stream show called The Flavor, where we promote local and international talent of all genres. Here are some rules and regulations to the videos that we'll be accepting. They must be radio ready, no cursing, no lewd language. You must send us contact information as well as a YouTube link to your video so we can extract it from there. Email us at 1061tv@gmail.com, and we thank you for your time.
TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.
What's up, family? We back. We don't want to, you know, we want to try to bring the mood up a little bit, but we want to talk about Aaron Hernandez a little bit. I don't really see how that's bringing the mood up, actually. but we want to talk about Aaron Hernandez because Aaron Hernandez, you know, he was a bad man. People can say what they want to say, but Aaron Hernandez is the only tight end I've ever seen play tight end. They put him in the backfield as running back. They put him on his wide receiver. I mean, the man, he was a football player. He really was. Now, his mindset, I can't say nothing about. But
absolutely.
His abilities on the football field, the boy was nice.
Yeah.
I mean, he really was.
Had some of the best hands, you know, out there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But to put a tight end in the backfield and
Right.
actually give him the ball
And
to run,
right, absolutely.
that was, Bill Belichick, you know, he used Aaron Hernandez every which way but loose.
Right. When we speak of the fall from grace,
Yeah.
if you have not followed the Aaron Hernandez story, this is a young man with soft, butter-like hands in the NFL that could catch a ball from Tom Brady from any angle of the field. This young man had just signed a $90 million contract to extend inside the NFL. However, his fall from grace came when he was accused and finally convicted of murder. He murdered his girlfriend's brother. And no, I don't think it was a brother, it was a half-brother. And they considered it gang affiliation. Several months before that, he was in another altercation at a nightclub where they did a drive-by.
Yeah.
They found shell casings at the drive-by in Hernandez's car.
Yeah.
They matched him up, charged him with that. Ironically, he was never convicted of it because the charges was dropped, in which the murder case took full overhead of that. So, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say, and then before he signed his NFL contract, that's I think like a month before he signed the contract, that's when the shooting occurred at the nightclub. So yeah.
Right. Speaking of a Boston night, one city. First
That's your team. That's your team.
Yeah, that's my team. But
So he's owning up to his standing behind his team as well he should.
Right.
You know, but the fall from grace, and it can happen to anybody. You know, the same thing happened to our beloved Michael Vick.
No.
He fell from
nah.
grace. You know, did he not fall from grace?
Yeah, but he ain't murdered nobody. There's a
No, he didn't murder. Well, he didn't murder nobody, but he murdered something, some things. Those things just happen to be animals.
yeah.
You know,
Bruh,
So he
there's
didn't murder
no way in the
somebody,
goodness.
but he was accused of murdering some things, and those things
There's
happen
no
to
way
be
in the
animals.
world I'm going to compare dog fighting with murdering of a human being.
Okay, now
There's
you
just no
have
way.
to take
That's
that
me
up
personally.
with Feta.
Peter.
Peter, you have to take
Peter,
that up
he
with
takes the
Peter.
animals.
Absolutely.
But I ain't trying to hear that. No way in the goodness. With I can't understand the mindset. If you make $90 million, then you don't need a gun anymore.
Absolutely.
You can hire people with guns. That way, if somebody needs to be shot, you ain't got nothing to do with that.
Well,
Your
me
bodyguard did it.
Well, me personally,
mean-
if I had $90 million, I'm still gonna carry a gun. I'll hire people, but I don't trust it.
I ain't mad at you, but if I have $90 million, I'm no longer carrying my weapon. I'm gonna have somebody real close to me at all times. A few of them that's gonna have weapons. Because if somebody gets shot, I want to still enjoy my $90 million.
Right,
I'm not
absolutely.
trying to go to jail.
But you always, you can't trust that person that you hired too.
Got
as
you.
well.
You can't trust the person that you hire. I ain't trying to hear that. 90 million, first of all, ain't gonna be around where they shooting. You know, I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah. If you come to my house, then I'll make sure that you don't have no weapons while you're in my house. But other than that, I don't really see myself being out at a nightclub where they're shooting. That's just my mind.
Yeah.
My thinking is, if I get 90 million, I'm trying to open up a bank.
Right.
I'm trying to get me like 3 or 4 churches where I own, because I'm gonna be having them open on the days that they not doing service. I'm gonna have my people in there trying to learn business. I'm be trying to, I'm trying to change things.
Right.
So I can't see it. I mean, my mindset would definitely not. Well, my mindset is like that now. I just don't have the 90 million to accomplish it.
Absolutely. Pedro.
Now, that's the main point right there. Your mindset.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
That's what I said. I can't test for his brain.
Yeah. So now you're saying 90 million or 1 million or $10. The more money you get only makes you more of what you already are.
Right.
You give 90 million to a crackhead, he's just gonna smoke 90 million crack.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully,
absolutely.
not hopefully, but I'm pretty sure he died before 90 million.
Right.
I mean,
So
that's like crack.
$90 million would change
Anybody's
anybody's
life,
life.
yeah, it would.
You know, when Deion Sanders first came to Atlanta and he became the highest paid cornerback, they gave him $4.4 million. And on an interview, the lady asked Deion, she said, Deion, now that you are the highest paid defensive back in the NFL, what would change about you? And Deion simply said, my address is going to change.
address.
My address, my phone number is going to change. So in all morals, what he was saying is there's a lot of stuff changes a person when they acquire that amount of money.
Right.
But I also saw an athlete on an interview, and he had a drug problem. And they interviewed him, and they want to know what would change. The only thing is that he smokes, say, a pound of weed of what he was making before he got his contract.
Right.
Now he's gonna be smoking 10 pounds
Yeah,
of weed
right.
with the money that he's getting right now. So a whole lot has to change. But a lot of times it don't change because you got a millionaire gangbangers
Yeah.
that's in the NFL. You know?
Well, that's everywhere.
Yeah,
It could be
absolutely.
NFL, the
NBA,
NBA, or
absolutely,
the
yeah.
hip hop industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you look at Aaron Hernandez past,
Right.
before he got the 90 million, he was he was a gunner.
Still gangbangers.
So
That's not necessarily the truth.
Hold on, wait,
Aaron Hernandez
I
came
didn't
from
know
a,
that.
Aaron Hernandez came from a good,
Right, that's
a good
from
neighborhood.
what I-
I mean,
yeah, from what
he was a jokester in school.
Well,
He was
a
not-
lot of gangbangers come from well-established families.
yeah,
you
but
know,
I'm saying that he
absolutely.
wasn't a gangbanger when
Yeah.
he was coming up. He didn't grow up.
Oh,
as a
okay, when he was
gangbanger.
coming up. Okay, he
Well,
probably
yeah,
grew.
but
Well, I don't know.
before
I can't say.
He got the $90 million.
Right.
He was in shootouts.
Oh,
and
gotcha.
That was probably not when he was a child,
Well,
but
yeah.
when he grew up.
Yeah, he found that life.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I honestly don't think he was a shooter, but
Right.
he portrayed and he received that image and that lifestyle because he probably was entertained by it. Just like I feel the same energy he put to become a football player was the same energy he was using out there on the street. And you have
Yeah.
to be able to differentiate
Yeah.
the mentality you have on the field. You got to be able to turn that aggressive, animalistic mentality off
Yeah.
when you're in civilization.
Right.
And he still adopted and kept that energy
And when you get money, it adds fuel
Yeah.
to what you are.
Yeah, because
You
a lot
know,
of times you feel
and-
invincible.
and-
Yeah, you feel
exactly.
invincible, like-
Because you can use money to get pretty much exactly what you want. And money, you get the money, you get the what? The power.
Exactly.
power.
You get the
Females,
money, you get the power.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, if in University of Florida,
Right.
they would have dealt with him accordingly when he got into those shootouts and into all the trouble that he
Right.
did. He probably would have veered his path.
Yeah, he may have turned,
Yeah,
may have gone in
yeah.
a different direction.
But they
Excused it because
they
he was such a
excused
good
it.
athlete.
They excused the drug
Right.
use
Yeah,
because he was also smoking lots of weed.
We smoke,
And then,
yeah,
yeah,
he
and I
was.
believe they said he was smoking PCP
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
smoking PCP.
Yeah, so if the NFL would have went ahead and not just brushed it off or covered some stories or helped them continue with that bad behavior, maybe something would have happened, you know?
Right.
Well, a lot of people do that plausible deniability thing to where they try not to know. They don't want to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
if they think you finna do something, they'll leave so they can honestly say they don't know.
Right,
You know?
absolutely.
So, yeah. I want to give a shout out to Lucius Turner. What up, Lou? Havaro Levette, what's up, man? Artie said, I remember Kurt Rambis that we were talking about.
Yeah, Big Kurt.
Yeah.
Superman.
Michael Allen, Tammy Shelley, Nicholas Boyer. What up, little Nicky? Alphonse Johnson. Oh, that's Artie little brother. Both of them crazy all outdoors. Michael Vick really didn't fall from grace because when he came out of prison, he still was drafted in the NFL. Right. Well, he was already in the NFL.
He
so
was
he
already in the
drafted.
NFL,
What up,
yeah.
Big Purr? Keith
Can't get
Purval,
drafted
Charlotte
one
Marshall,
time.
my little sister Cookerlin. Hey, the girl got pipes. I'm
Do
trying
she?
to tell you. So
All
the
right.
girl got pipes.
Blow, baby, blow.
Hey, I used to call her when we was in high school. I be calling her, hey, Charlotte, I can't sleep saying something. Centrella Brinkley, thank you for watching. Tommy Palizzi, thank you for watching. Sir, Eric B. Johnson, what up, EJ? Bridget Opal, and congratulations on your retirement, EJ, Chief in the building. Bridget Opal and Robert McCullough. Hey, Chief, thank you for watching. We talking about Aaron Hernandez, and we're talking about his fall from grace. The thing about Aaron Hernandez, like Aaron Hernandez committed suicide, but as tragic as that is, I understand it. And I don't know if that makes me crazy, but they were denying him his contract
Right.
because he was in court. So if
Right,
he had been
absolutely,
found guilty, then they could have denied his contract. And he wanted his daughter to receive that money.
Right.
So being that he died before he was convicted, then that contract is still legally liable. So his child will still get that money.
Okay.
While I don't agree with it,
Right.
I understand it. And I don't know if that makes me a bad person, but it's,
Right.
you know. What up, nephew? Courtney Justin Bailey. My nephew, he be rapping and stuff. We appreciate you, Courtney. Aaron, when I was talking about him being a great athlete, if you ever saw the man play,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
it.
yeah, he definitely can
And-
play.
and
Absolutely.
To me, I
Yeah.
give a lot of his success to Bill Belichick because Bill Belichick, in my opinion, is the best coach in our
Yeah.
millennium.
Father figure as well.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
guy, well, he's like Rain Man. You ever
Yeah.
seen him interviewed? Super Bowl, we're gonna win. I'm like, wow, so this guy's like some kind of football. but like, it doesn't matter the pieces. He can lose anybody. He can pick up anybody
Right.
at any time, and they're still going to make the playoffs.
Right.
They're just known for it. And yeah, the guy's bad. He's a bad man.
Absolutely.
And Gronkowski, you know, I mean, he's known for using his tight ends well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, tight end go to that system, and
Yeah.
yeah.
It's because of him and his exit that they had to go out and find a tight end that could be better than him, close to him. And when they went out and found
Gronk.
Gronk,
I
they
don't
did a
think-
good
I
job.
don't think Gronk is better than.
What do you think, Boston man? Come on, I'm gonna talk to the Boston man.
Alright.
Does Gronk compare or equal or better? What you think?
Nah.
No.
Thank you.
But he added something to the team because of Grump's presence there. How many Super Bowl they win with the Grump?
I feel you on that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Grunk's career was longer.
Yeah.
Grunk, he could catch very well.
Yeah,
He could run
absolutely.
routes. He could block very well.
Right.
But Hernandez, they put him in the backfield, man.
Right.
They put him in and gave him the ball to run as a running back.
Yeah.
I mean, they put him outside, not playing tight end, but playing wide receiver.
Right.
The boy was a beast. I mean, he was He just his head
Yeah.
wasn't about nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
but the boy was a football
And that's
player.
where you have to separate
Yeah.
yourself
Yeah.
from professionalism to
From
personal.
nonsense.
Yeah, exactly.
But a lot of
from
people,
nonsense.
don't know how to do that. though.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's how they
Yeah.
get, that's how they get caught
That's
up.
how
in
they
them
get caught up in
Yeah, that's how they got to get
situations.
caught up
Meek
in
Mill was
situation.
talking about how when he was talking to Jay-Z, Jay-Z was like, you know, why you keep going back to the hood? Why,
Yeah,
you know, it's
absolutely.
okay to go back to the hood if you're trying to bring somebody up,
Yeah.
but to just go and hang out in the hood.
hang out in the hood.
You got too much
Yeah,
for that
yeah,
now.
yeah,
You got
yeah.
too much to lose to be
Yeah.
hanging out in that situation.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
If you want to, like a brother who was killed in the hood who was bringing it up.
Nipsey.
Nipsey,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle, you know, he was
Yeah.
really doing well. He was
Right, right.
bringing
Yeah,
giving
yeah,
people jobs. He was
absolutely.
giving people job training. He was building a building so he could put different people in different
And he had
offices.
business in the
yes,
hood.
Right, yeah.
If you ain't
Exactly.
got no business in the hood, you don't need to be in the hood.
Right.
Right.
Nipsey's downfall was that somebody in the hood took him out.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
You know, I'm
Yeah,
like,
he
why?
was, he was still
Why,
hanging.
why would you do that? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
right.
If this man is doing everything he can to bring up the community, bring up everybody around you, why take him out? Because you ain't gonna do it when he gone.
Right.
You know, I mean,
Absolutely.
even if you weren't caught, you weren't going to have
Right.
that same effect. Kennard Senior, thank you for watching, bro.
All right,
Barbara
Kennard.
Cooper, Marcus L. Ford, what up, Marcus? Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some deep conversation. Marcus
As
got a
a-
brain on him. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, we was talking about Aaron Hernandez. I keep drifting off to going to different subjects because, you know, as we talk about one thing,
It's just
several
so
other
much
things
that
pop up.
absolutely.
Yeah, let me know what
Yeah.
you're thinking,
Right.
family.
Let me give a quick shout out to
Run
a
it.
very good dear friend of mine. I see you watching. That's Coach Joseph Jones. Coach Jones and I, we coach our church league basketball teams. I see you watching, Coach. He's from the Light of the World Church in Stockbridge. He's an awesome minister, man of God. I see you, Coach. Looking forward to spending time with you next weekend, and hope you can join us here on the show.
So now, what's an offensive lineman in the NFL
Mm-hmm.
teaching basketball? You can't have them boys out there tackling folks, knocking them down.
We also got to understand that before all that developed, I was somebody else
Okay,
in the
okay,
high
okay.
school level. You know, we played basketball, and my expertise and my range is the development of young men.
Gotcha.
And in my church, you know, we have a lot of young men. A lot of souls are lost outside of the church. And men, the millennials, not saying all millennials, they are not going to church. So you have to come up with a positive way to bring them to church. Most millennials that I coach love basketball.
Yeah,
I open up my doors. Millennials, you love basketball, come on in here. But guess what? To be a part of my team, I want to look out from the pulpit on Sunday. Not every Sunday, but I want to look in your face. And I've done that for the last 3 years. And I brought millennials into the church that did not know the presence of the church until they got in the church.
Gotcha.
You understand?
Not bad.
And that's where I get a fulfillment of being the head basketball coach at one of the best churches in the world. You know it. I ain't gonna say it.
Fly Tasha and Raza Abbas Raza, appreciate you for watching. Yeah, I feel you on that one. Anytime you opening the doors for the young people,
Yes,
that's a
yes,
good thing because
yes.
we got so many different
Yeah.
negative views.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm, how do I word it? I would never put down a church
Right.
or any religion because a lot of religions teach morality.
Right.
And we all need that. We all need to value each other, if not necessarily as we're not necessarily don't have to have the same religion, but I can still respect you as a person, as a human being. And I think a lot of churches teach that.
Right.
You know, even if you're different than somebody, that doesn't mean they're beneath you at all. It just means you guys are different. Wendell Stovall, that cat was one of the biggest. Boy, hey, Wendell swole back in the day. We used to lift. We was in the military.
How you look now, though?
I ain't seen him. No wonder he probably still big. He probably still put a house on each side of the bar and do his thing. But yeah, we still
Look at
talk
what
about
basketball did for Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
You know,
We talk about basketball
just
for a
so
lot
we
of
talk
people.
about absolutely.
We talked about Moses Malone. Moses Malone
Right.
learned how to play basketball out there with the inmates.
Is that right?
Yeah, Moses Malone used to walk on the yard when at the halfway house, and all the prisoners knew him so they wouldn't mess with him.
Right.
But he'd go out there and play ball with him. If
Is
you
that
ever
right?
seen Moses Malone play, he threw elbows and knees, and
What?
he was a rough
For
player.
years right
because-
here in Atlanta.
Exactly.
Moses, Dan Roundfield,
That's 'cause he learned how to play.
Doc Rivers.
Hey, you talking about my squad,
hey,
no,
Pete
I'm
Sub,
saying,
8 times down.
No, my squad, no, Doc Rivers, Dominique, Battle Spud, Webb.
And it's sad
You ain't
about
got no
Dan
squad.
Roundtree, man.
Yeah,
You know, Dan died
yeah.
in a reef, Coral Reef. He took his grandkids on a vacation, and they had the currents had pulled
Pulled
him
him
away,
out.
and he went out to save them and lost his life. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's cool that he saved his kid. Know what I mean?
Yeah,
He died a hero.
yeah,
You know,
so-
that's his
absolutely,
grandkids, right?
yeah.
He died a hero. But yeah, that was. Man, that was
Boy,
all back in the day,
yes,
man. You know,
yes,
hey, you
yeah.
know, got me reminiscing now on the game. Like, the game was played a lot differently. You didn't see
Yeah.
130, 140 point
Yeah,
games because
yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
No,
Players wasn't
it
sitting
wasn't
out because they were tired.
exactly.
Players were sitting out when they broke something or tore
Exactly.
something, they was out. But
Exactly.
what they sitting out for?
My knee so.
Exactly.
Your knee so. You
my
get your butt out
my
there, bitch,
fingers
you
are
get it.
throbbing. You know what these guys sitting out for now? Give them a couple
I ain't
days
taking
rest.
off nobody because I think, hey,
Right.
Steph Curry, if the coach didn't sit him down for shooting way out there, he would have
Yeah.
been bad back then.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because, hey, when you can stand 3 feet behind the
But
half court line and shoot,
Yes, yes.
yeah, you'd be good in any era. Marty Page, what up, Marty?
Hey, Marty.
Yeah, he was another cat I was in the military with. You know,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Hey, y'all fellas look kind of fly with your crowns on. What happened? I'm just saying, you know, you're a king. You know, you're supposed to have that crown on.
Yeah.
Hey, back on Aaron. No, let's go to the next subject, right? Y'all
Okay.
ready?
No, we ready.
Okay, we want to talk about ladies. This is particular to you because we feel like women sometimes don't understand what a man is asking for from his lady. So, you know, we want to touch on that. So, either one of you kings want to join in first because I'm sure we all have a different point
Feed
of
me a
view.
little bit more.
Feed you a little bit more?
On the
Okay.
topic.
Me, personally, I'm old-fashioned man,
Right,
right?
right.
So I want my lady to be able to cook, right? I
Okay.
want my lady to talk to me, to help me understand things because she has a different point of view than I do.
Right.
I'm an action person. I'm not going to sit and contemplate something for this, that, and the other for
Right.
an extended period of time.
Okay.
Me, if you say do this or I want this done, I'm going to go do it.
Right.
However, my
Right.
lady, she thinks about things in depth. So she thinks about the ins, the outs, the thises, and the that's, and the you know.
Right.
Well, so for me, I need that thinking female who's going to encourage me and help me. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I need that female who's going to understand that I'm rough around the edges, but I'm all about her. You know,
Right,
I got
gotcha.
her back regardless. You
Right.
know, right, wrong, and indifferent. If she wrong, then we wrong together, and we'll talk about it. when We get back to the house, but out in
Right.
public, we wrong because you know I'm not. You know, if she wrong or right, I still got her back.
Right.
And I want her to have mine. You know, she might
Right.
grab my, you know, pull my coattail, something, whisper in my ear or something like that. But she ain't gonna just come out against me. You know.
Right. Absolutely.
That's the kind of female I need. I need a feminine female too.
Right.
You know, a female, you know, knuckling up, talking about, you know, let's brawl. No,
I was gonna say,
I'm not finna fight with my female, and my female's not gonna fight nobody else. I'm
Right.
just not with that.
Now understand this as well. And for you all who don't know, I'm a Stellar Award winner. My show, Living the Married Life, we won the 2017 Stellar Award. Within my show, we talked about our relationships. And get into what Doc said in relationships, you know, relationship has to be built upon trust, compatibility. And I said, two most ingredient key elements is trust and compatibility. But Doc gonna take us to break, so keep that in your mindset.
Yeah, we
and
gotta
we're
be
gonna come
compatible
back.
with this break, but we'll be back
Absolutely.
to touch on this. And please join us. Let me know what you think, all right?
Absolutely.
Hey, fellas, what you want from your ladies? Ladies, what you think about this? Holla at your boy.
Absolutely.
Hey, family. It's funny to me, like Marcus being in the back, and when we're about to come back on, Marcus going 5 seconds, 4, 3, and I'm silly as all I do, so it's funny. Marty Page joined us. Laurent Williams used to lift weights back with this cat back in the day. Yeah, he joined us too. Hey, Laurent went out for Green Lantern. He didn't get the role, but he went out for it. He's acting now. So
Right.
yeah, I want to give a shout out to Laurent Williams. We talking about what do men want from women? In my opinion, it seems like a lot of women have a checklist. Like they feel if they do this, that, and the third, that the man should be happy, instead of listening to the man to see what makes him happy.
Right.
Because we're different, I mean, same thing that you like, I might not like, and vice versa. We
Right.
can go around this table. But what advice would you give a young lady as far as if she wanted to woo Takar? What you gonna say to her?
I mean, I just want somebody, that's nice, respectful, fun.
What do you mean by nice though?
Like just nice. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. Like just
Nice in general, just treat
just
you nice.
both.
Right, right, absolutely.
Respectful, fun, caring, things like that.
I feel you on that one.
We laugh, joke around, play, have fun. Like you said, I don't want anybody rough either. Like, he try to beat up on no female. And there's a lot of females out here like that.
absolutely.
They like to beat up on dudes and everything.
Well,
like
it's
that.
a lot of females that it seems to me like it's a lot of females who have that mindset of
Right.
of they gonna fight with other females. My female ain't fighting with nobody. I ain't with it. I don't want her scratch, kick, hit, push. I don't want her talk too meanly. I just ain't with it. Whitney Stevens, Shad Burrows, thank you guys for watching. I feel like that my female is gonna be treated like a queen by me
Right.
and respected by everybody.
Right.
I mean,
And where she should be.
yeah, I was about to say, yeah, you definitely got to treat your
Absolutely.
female like a
Exactly.
queen, treat her real
Absolutely.
nice.
And it's also the way you carry yourself.
Right.
If you carry yourself in a unique manner,
Yeah.
where you deserve unique respect, but you also give unique respect.
Right.
Everybody around you are going to notice when you or your woman out in public. If you out in public and you acting a fool, you know what I'm saying? Then everybody gonna look at your relationship like that's a fool right there. And he can act a fool at any given time. We all can camouflage everything. But it's when the camouflage is off that takes presence over your entire look at your relationship. Because you can only camouflage for so long until that be. You ever heard of the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde syndrome? Come on,
I ain't heard it called
I'm not
syndrome, but I know Dr. Hyde.
I'm not the only one that has had that now. Speak, Pastor, because a lot of people experience that in their relationship right today. 1 minute they Dr. Jekyll, and the next minute they Mr. Hyde. But you have to control that in a sense.
Now I'm
that,
asking about
come
the
on.
woman, not the man. I'm asking,
I'm speaking as a woman too. There's some Dr. Jekyll Miss Hydes out there.
Okay,
There's some
okay.
Miss Jekylls and Miss Hydes out there.
right.
But a man wants a woman that he wants his woman to have everything. But men, I'm here to tell you, she's not. I'm sorry. You can either take 40% of something and make it 100% of everything, or you can take the 60% that she's giving you that amount to nothing.
I was gonna say nobody's gonna have everything. Like like you
N-
said,
nobody
like
is.
women, like you said, women have a checklist. but
Nobody
not
is.
on that checklist. Like
Never is.
Like the guys is not gonna have everything on that checklist. Like you gonna have to compromise with something.
Denzel ain't got 100% of everything. Billy D didn't have 100% of everything.
I was told this brother was gay, but that ain't the point.
Stop it.
Hey, check this out though. Everything is a matter of perspective. You know what I'm
Absolutely,
saying?
absolutely.
Everything is what do you want,
Yeah.
and I think that you can have somebody with everything,
Yeah.
because if everything again is what you want. What do you want in a woman? You can find a woman that has everything you like.
Okay, now you
See,
can
that's
say
the-
that, Doc.
I think so.
And I beg to differ when Doc say you can get 100%. Now you can get,
It all depends.
and
on
I
the
say this right here.
Okay.
If I give my woman 100%, and she hurts me, See, I ain't got nothing to give nobody else because she's taking it all.
I think you
But if
don't
I give
understand.
my woman 99%, the other 1% I keep for myself.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
Because if I ever need that 1%, I'll have it, Doc.
Okay, I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that a person, everybody has a different idea of what 100% is.
Okay, right.
So you could be giving her 40%,
Right.
but to her, it could be 100%.
Okay.
And I'm saying whatever she gives you, if that's what you're looking for,
Okay,
then
count it
that's
a-
100%.
okay, count it
So
100%.
it's a relative, it's a relative thing. It's
Okay.
on what you're looking for. Does she have what you're looking for? And if she does, then, you know, one thing you spoke on that I want to tap is that fun. I think so many people, when they get together, they stop having fun.
Nah, I gotta have fun. Like,
You can't, come on, you can't tell me you ain't seen two people who always laughing and this, that, and other in the beginning, and then all of a sudden they get to where it seems like they can't stand each other.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
bro, wait a minute.
Like
You
in-
and your woman still got to go out. Y'all still got to take the socks out the dryer and throw them at each other. Y'all still got to, you know, do your thing to you know, make each
Right,
other
yeah.
happy. You still got to laugh and joke together. Because when you don't look forward to seeing her, then you won't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
me, yeah.
that's true. But I've noticed a lot of people get to know each other before they know each other.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that,
You mean
is-
like intimately?
yeah, not intimately, but sexually, they get to know each other. You know, in the Bible terms, and he knew her.
Uh-huh. I know exactly what you're
They
talking
had
about. Yeah.
sex.
Yeah.
And when you have sex, you build a certain tide, a soul tie,
right.
and emotional things that you don't even know this woman.
Yeah.
But I also think that intimacy starts before sex, and nobody spends time getting intimate. You know, so if you spend that time communicating,
Right.
but I mean actually listening
Right,
and
yeah.
imparting. See, the men have a penis for a reason. The women have a vagina for a reason. The men, as the kings, enter into the woman. So they impart into the woman. Once you begin to become intimate, you become to you communicate. Once you become one, she
Yeah.
automatically knows what you want. Knows what,
Yeah.
unless of course you
I'm
got
kind of curious on that one, bro.
You
kind
know,
of curious on that.
God wanted us to reproduce. The reproduction starts with the woman, of course. Any female, any animal, anything in that nature. The reproduction. That's how. I mean, that's why I feel that the intercourse is needed for reproduction. Because if it was not, then we wouldn't have the multiple animals that we have, the multiple children that we have. It's given to us in that format, but people use it outside of that for their own pleasures and desires.
Right.
You know, and when they do that at an early stage, of course, you know, it's set to say, well, okay, we husband and wife now. You know, we go together now. Now we can start doing things together because we've had sex, so to speak.
right, but they have not been intimate.
You mean intimacy?
I was gonna say because I thought that was the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
He means
that's what's
intimacy
funny.
in the form of getting to know each other, getting to know
That's
the real
right.
person,
Okay.
See,
getting to
So
those
not
conversations. to
spiritual
where
intimacy,
you
not
open up.
physically,
Okay.
Spiritual also.
but not physical intimacy.
No.
Because you can only be physical through.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
time out. Speak,
Yeah.
brother.
and that's another thing.
Right.
Before they get spiritual, they're already physical. So now you're dealing with two people who don't know each other,
Okay.
but they're one.
Physical isn't hell though.
Sex.
Sex.
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's what we were saying
He
from
said
the
two
beginning.
people before they get to know each other, they smash.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's what we were
Sex
saying.
is the manifestation of the intimacy.
Okay.
The intimacy is when a female opens up and allows a man to enter her. So when she opens up and tells you secrets and lets you know how she's feeling,
Gotcha. Got spiritual
and
inclination. Yeah.
you also allow her to tell you that, and you keep that secret and don't break her trust.
Right.
You're already becoming intimate. Now you share
You open up to her.
You open up
Yeah,
to her.
right,
Men
uh-huh.
don't share. That's one
Yeah.
thing men ain't gonna do.
Now, man, ain't gonna do
But,
that.
but let
Yeah.
a sweet, soothing, beautiful woman begin to open up to you. Watch how you start sharing. Watch how you start listening to love music and you start caring. And then now here you
Yeah.
go. You open up and you enter her. And now both of y'all are intimate. She begins to know exactly what you want because for years y'all have been communicating and y'all have been making love. Not having sex, but making love. And then now, oh, she already knows when you get home, your plate's ready. But
So does that make her 100% of being what
No.
what he want though?
No, because
'Cause
we're
I think
sitting
that's
up
what
here.
Doc's trying to
Well,
establish.
I mean, it
No,
all
I'm trying to
depends.
establish what do guys want from females.
I mean, well,
Right.
it all depends because everybody has their own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
As
saying.
far
You know,
as-
what do
Well,
you
a lot
want
of guys
specifically?
want
Not
one
necessarily-
thing from females.
Oh, you mean sex?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But-
I mean,
but-
just to point it out.
But females want it just as much as guys do.
Yeah,
I mean, and,
It depends on the female.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
I was wondering if we take it and look at it in a different outlook,
Okay.
and then say, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? No. All right. Let's start thinking. What don't we want? And if she has that one thing that you don't want, then that's enough reason for you not to continue that relationship.
That's deep because I don't. How you going to get somebody who nothing about her you don't like?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
deep.
That'll be hard.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think
even if she's an ugly broad, you're gonna find something that you like. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find something.
From the book of Deuteronomy.
Especially you take about 2-3 shots, she gonna get pretty every shot.
1 tequila, 2 tequila.
Well, okay, you know, like Janet.
Hey, Samantha, thanks for watching.
So the question is, what do men want from a
When
woman?
I see, yes,
Yeah,
but
what do
see,
you want?
I mean,
It's-
from your perspective,
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because everybody has. their
everybody's different.
Right.
You know
What do
I'm
you
saying?
want
Like
from a
me,
woman?
I
Yeah.
want
Yeah, Doc said what
I
you
want a
want.
feminine woman.
Yeah.
You know, everybody don't want a woman who's keep her nails and feet done and all. Some people that don't matter. To me, that matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I mean, to me, I want my woman in a slip every so often. You know, I mean,
yeah.
I want, I mean, I just like a feminine woman. I don't want a woman,
See, like, see, I was
knuckling
gonna say,
up and-
I was gonna say, like, see,
He
like,
runs all through the house every day.
Yeah, I want
But see,
a
like,
woman who's in my house and ain't with it.
like I want to, I like feminine women, but also they like to, play around. Like as far as like, we can play fight and things like that, knuckle up, play fighting and things like that. But it's like real fighting and stuff like that, nah.
But not swinging, trying to
Yeah,
knock your eyes out.
I ain't with that.
You I hate it. You know, I'm just playing.
You get mad. You get mad, so you do. You left toilet seat up. I said out this water.
Fingernail file in your throat. Boy, I'm just a kid. Stop playing.
Richard Brown said that his woman had said something to him. He said, "You don't talk to me like that." And he smacked her. And then he went and took a bath. He said he was sitting in there, and a woman came in there with a pot. And he was looking at her, and she threw the pot on him, and he jumped up and screamed. It was cold water. She ain't say nothing. He ain't say nothing. She just walked out. He said, "He never put a hand on that woman again." He never put a hand on that woman again. I'm like, hey, man,
Oh,
sense to me.
boy.
well, I think what I would like for a woman, I don't mean to sound
Sound like whatever you want to.
Absolutely.
yeah. So a woman to be quiet.
Yeah.
So you like
I don't
quiet
think that
women.
gonna happen.
See,
Yeah.
So you like quiet women.
yeah,
They got school up on County Road where they can't talk.
Hey, you gotta put some mittens on.
Right there to come County Road to 20. Cause now I'm talking over there before you start.
I don't want to quiet one. But go ahead.
if you take the terminology strong and look at what it takes to be a
Yeah,
strong
absolutely.
woman,
Yeah.
because most women's impression of strong is I'm gonna demand this, and I'm not
Oh,
gonna. I'm
gotcha.
gonna say what I feel when I want to say it, and
Yeah,
I don't care what
absolutely.
nobody thinks.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I make the decisions, and they think that's strong, but strong, it takes strength to be humble.
That's right.
And listen to your
That's
husband.
key word,
sometimes.
humble.
You know,
Humble
and
yourselves.
It takes strength to not always be combative and challenging,
I feel you on that one.
to sit down sometimes and it takes strength to trust your man to be
Yeah.
a man, even when it doesn't look like he's being a man, and
Yeah.
allow him to make mistakes and learn.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but no, you don't always have to take the role of a man, because all your life you've been hurt, and it takes strength to, even though you've been hurt, to trust.
Yeah.
Because that's a strong woman, and that's what I want, is a strong woman,
Yeah.
in the sense of, don't always have to argue with me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
I feel
saying?
you on that one.
Yeah.
I heard that. I told my wife the same thing. And I said, you are here to serve me. And when I woke up, I was in Greater Hospital. I had been in Greater Hospital 5 days when I woke up. Yeah. What you laughing at, man?
So, dating this woman, and she said, I don't like you coming home at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
I said, I don't care what you like.
That's
I'm a
right.
man. I come
That's
home
right.
when I
That's
want. I
right.
ain't got to come home.
That's
when I
I ain't got to get here.
She said, come home 4 o'clock in the morning again.
Right.
I show up 5:30. She
Absolutely.
said, I guarantee you, you come home this like one more time,
Right.
you ain't gonna see me in 3 days.
Right.
Whatever.
That's right.
And
That's
at
right.
6.
There you go.
First day,
Yeah.
I ain't see her. Second day,
Right.
I ain't see her. The third day, the swelling went down. Okay, we just joking, man. We're not promoting violence on man, woman, or nobody else.
Absolutely.
We just playing. We just
Know
playing.
that you are tuned in to Talk Show Kings.
Talk Show King, TV 1061, having big fun out in Douglasville, Georgia.
That's funny, dog.
We was talking about what men want from women, because it seems like you always see, I always see,
Yeah.
a strong man is a man that, but it's rare that you see a strong woman is a woman that.
Right.
Or you hear women saying what they want from men, but you rarely hear what men want from women.
Right.
And I don't want to go to break, but we got to.
Absolutely.
So we go on to break, get a couple of bills paid, and then we'll be right back.
That's right.
Hi, I'm Chief Gary Sparks with the Douglasville Police Department. Today we want to give you some safety tips concerning traffic stops. Take a look.
So you look in your rearview mirror and see flashing blue lights. What do? Remain calm. Yield to the right and pull your vehicle over into an off-road area that is safe for both you and the officer. Put your car in park. Remove your foot from the brake and turn the radio off. Remain in your vehicle. Have your driver's license readily available for the officer. Keep your hands on the steering wheel, visible for the officer at all times. If you need to retrieve any items from the interior, explain what you're reaching for to the officer and avoid any sudden movements. Rolling the window down completely establishes a level of trust with the officer and allows for ease of interaction during the routine traffic stop. Be courteous and polite. Be cooperative and willing to follow the officer's instructions. During a routine traffic stop, the officer will return to his vehicle to run the tag and driver's license verification and complete a citation if one is necessary. Once the officer returns and approaches your vehicle, whether or not a citation or warning is issued, please remain calm, courteous, and cooperative. Sign the citation acknowledging you agree to appear in court, and do not dispute the citation with the officer. The officer will give you a court date to explain or defend your infraction.
Okay, ma'am. Like I told you, I did clock you at 51 in a 35 mile per hour speed zone. I did issue a citation, okay? This here is going to be your court date. I just need a signature from you stating that you received a copy of this citation, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Here's your driver license.
Thank you.
Along with a copy of the citation, okay? You have any questions or concerns for me?
No, sir.
Okay, well, you have a nice day, okay?
Thank you.
Thank
too.
you.
Following these few simple steps will help ensure a safe interaction for both you and the officer.
I hope these few tips help you as it relates to dealing with law enforcement and traffic stops. Not only in traffic stops, but in all encounters with law enforcement. We hope that all our encounters are safe for the citizens as well as for our officers. Again, we want you to be safe, and if you have any problems with the Douglasville Police Department, don't hesitate to give us a call and make your concerns known. I would add that Georgia is a right to carry state, and we hope that if you are carrying, that on these traffic stops and all encounters, please let the officer know that you are carrying. This will ensure your safety and our officers' safety. Thank you, may God bless you, and may God keep our community safe. We are one.
Talk Show Kings, we're coming at you live from Douglasville, Georgia, having big fun out on TV 1061. Before we go, I want to make sure that I give another shout out to our executive producer, Mr. Felix Washington, our executive director, Mr. Marcus Givens, and our social media guru, Ms. Shante. We started out talking about Kobe, and then we went to Hernandez, then we went to a relationship. I'm going back to Kobe because the brother just was phenomenal. And I'm still shook up about it, to be honest. You know, I mean, we talked about Hernandez in relationship because I was trying to liven the mood. Right. But I'm still thinking about Kobe. I'm still thinking about it. Like, my heart hurt, you know? I mean, and then, you know, his wife, you know, I think they got a 7-month-old now. You know, she'll never really know her dad. You know?
That's right.
I mean, people can tell her the legend he was.
And I'm pretty sure she'll be able to see it for herself.
But to have that dad, you know, that dad hug and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Stacy and Sion Kelly, I went to high school with. What up, Sion? Stacy K. Vaughn, businesswoman extraordinaire. Hey, Stacy. But that whole dynamic, it's like losing Kobe is terrible, but I'm thinking about all of the effects around it.
All the lives that he touched.
I mean, even the games today did tributes, like moments of silence and the 12-second runoff for both teams. I mean,
it was a shock.
The man was an icon, and you don't expect it. 41?
41 years old,
Really? I mean, the man was still young. He was still a multi-millionaire. Making money and venturing into other avenues.
A lot of projects going on. A lot of projects that were starting up. If you know, they was doing the documentary on a lot of the NBA players, you know, and following their lives after their retirement, and that was becoming pretty popular. He just signed a deal with Netflix to make that happen. It just sent shock waves all through the NBA. It was a very somber day in the NBA, and I was thinking this morning, I was having breakfast, and at 12:15, while I was having breakfast, I looked at my watch, and Kobe was actually, there's a 3-hour differential between California time and Eastern time. So while I was having my breakfast at 12:15, this young man was actually on a plane that just had bursted into flames and lost his life. There were no survivors. There was only 5 in the helicopter. So imagine when it hit the ground, the impact immediately killed him. You know, that's a sad, tragic way to go. It is. So our hearts goes out for this Bryant family, for the fans of Los Angeles, for everybody that he touched, Doc. I mean, I'm just in a somber mood right now myself.
This situation like this, it made me scared to fly now. Like, I ain't trying to get on that plane there.
Nothing really stops me from living. I'm gonna live till I'm gone.
Right.
But I do feel bad, and like people was like, why was he on the helicopter? Well, if you know about Kobe, Kobe's knees was bad. He could only ride in the car for like 2 hours before he was in excruciating pain. So he would take helicopters when he had to go long distances to where, you know, he wouldn't have to be trapped in the car for so long. So I get it. I just wish that, you know, whatever precautions that needed to be taken were, because, you know, we lost an icon.
We did.
You know?
We did.
And the funny thing about Kobe was he came in between two legends. So he was able to raise that bar.
Absolutely.
After Michael
Absolutely,
Jordan said it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But also said it for LeBron.
Right.
And then so and he never really got the credit, even though everybody knows.
Right.
LeBron's always compared to Michael Jordan when, y'all never thought, man, compare him to Kobe.
To Kobe.
Right,
I figured out one.
And I don't know, did Kobe have a Scottie Pippen or a Wade?
Well, he had Shaq for a minute.
Yeah,
but
Shaq.
Kobe
Shaq.
had teams around him, but Kobe was still. Everybody knew when the game was on the line, get a ball to Kobe and move out the way.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's the same. That's why I compare Kobe to Michael Jordan, and that's why I say that LeBron is not the two of them, because LeBron is. He'll pass the ball off and stuff in big shot time. He's not going to just take the game over. As to where Michael and Kobe was like, if we're down or even if the game's close, then give him the ball. And please don't talk crap to him and get him mad. They might fool around and score 60 points with you know, before you blink.
You want to keep your mouth shut.
The ball is going in. And then both of them played defense so well. Kobe was like 6-time on an all-defensive NBA team.
Absolutely,
I mean, the guy was just a basketball phenomenon. And I keep saying that, but it's the
it's true.
truth.
Yeah,
I mean,
And my thing also is you can't control, or you don't have no say-so when it's your time to go.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But to say what he accomplished while he was here,
Absolutely.
is just you know, phenomenal.
when people talk about the 4 numbers from when you were born and the 4 numbers when you die, and that little dash in between on a tombstone, that little dash is everything. You know, the day the year you was born, the year you passed, those are cool. But that dash, that lets you know what you did. You know, in between. That's what. And the man was more than basketball. I remember Shaquille O'Neal said that once after the game, Kobe, a little boy asked Kobe to shine a basketball, and Kobe was like, "Nah," because he was tired. Shaq was like, "Well, give it to me, I'll sign it." And so he signed it. Well, Kobe saw that, and from my understanding, he didn't do that again. You know? So, I mean, but he went in at 18. So he was still a young kid, you know? I mean,
absolutely.
So, I mean, to learn, to mature,
in a manner that he did, because a lot of 18-year-olds, you got to think that 2 years ago, he was only 16. And 18 to go in a league where there's 30 and maybe some 40-year-old grown men, adults, and you're considered one of the best basketball players to enter into the league in 1996, when the competition was so great. Man, my hats go out to Kobe Bryant and everything that he's done.
To be 18 and be given multiple millions of dollars and not fall off, I give him shots out for that.
Absolutely,
that's one thing I give LeBron credit for. LeBron, you know, LeBron has never even got a speeding ticket that we know of.
Mama got one, but not him.
We know of. He keeps his nose clean and he does so much great things.
Great humanitarian.
That's why I say I would never take anything from him as a human being.
Great humanitarian.
As a basketball player either.
Right.
You know, I mean, his physical size and strength, you know, he's a
way
bad
he kept
man.
his body,
But he don't have that killer instinct. At least I don't see it. Or he just go in and dominates. I mean, there was times, you know,
he can't.
Three people would get
over
on Kobe because they knew he was going to get the ball.
Absolutely.
He still got the ball and he still did his thing. And drop you off something awful. You know, dunk, it don't matter. Dunk, shoot a 3, whatever it takes to win. He was going in there doing it. You can't take nothing from that. You know?
The people in LA miss it right to this day.
Exactly.
If he was able to suit up again, I mean, they would love for him to just come back out on the court again, you know.
His
but
last
one thing
year
about
he was
getting
older,
old
but knees bad, and he still dropped 60 plus.
We are all going to get old. And we are all going to leave here. It's just that today was Kobe Bryant's set-up tent date. I preached a sermon called Set-Up Tent Date. That's when you go to the cemetery where they have that tent set up. All of us going to have a set-up tent date eventually.
I want just somebody to, throw me in a hole.
No, you're gonna have a
I don't want everybody
setup,
around me crying and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Hey, play some dominoes, spades, remember all the
Yeah.
stupid stuff I done said and laugh and roll and all that kind of stuff. That's what I would prefer.
Yeah.
Have some Don Julio tequila. Everybody sitting around telling jokes and stuff. So I talk about the crazy things that Doc did and made you laugh.
Yeah.
That's what I would want in my going away.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure somebody gonna be sad because my black ass ain't gonna be here no more.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I can imagine how the Staples Center, what place
Exactly.
not
Yeah.
to have his going home celebration than the
Exactly.
Staples Center. I could see
I could see
another
it being
Michael
packed.
Jackson. Oh yeah,
It's
oh
gonna
yeah.
be packed just like with,
Oh, yeah.
with the
Oh,
whole
yeah,
with
exactly.
Nipsey Hussle.
Because-
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, man.
Kobe has fans that are not just Lakers, not just
yeah,
LA. I mean,
right, yeah.
he has fans
From
that
all around, yeah.
and from all over the
Yeah.
globe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Every basketball team that played today, if you looked in their audience, it was Kobe Bryant jerseys all over, from the Grizzlies, from every team that played today, all Kobe Bryant jerseys and things of that
it's
thing.
gonna be like that
Sportsman
for a
did.
minute too.
Yeah.
And he played in Italy too, right?
No,
I know he played in the Olympics,
He played in the Olympics. They played against Italy.
His dad
during
played
that time.
in
Now,
Italy.
Jelly Bean was his
Yeah.
dad played with Philadelphia for a lot of years.
His dad also played
Yeah.
overseas.
Yeah,
That's why Kobe
Jelly
could speak,
Bean,
different
Yeah.
languages.
And you know
Right.
something? They never said much
That's
about
right.
his mom, though. I never heard about
You're right. I haven't heard much about his mom either. Just
Yeah.
him and Jelly Bean.
Yeah, him and Jelly Bean, absolutely.
Right. That's why he
Yeah.
spoke, because his dad was overseas.
Yeah, his
So
dad
he-
was
he
overseas
spent
playing
time-
ball and he spoke.
Yeah, he did.
Cause
He
like-
spent time in Italy. He didn't
Speak 5 different languages.
Wow.
Well, spoke 5 different languages. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that 5. I just knew 3. I knew
Yeah, he
Italian,
spoke 5, yeah.
English, and Spanish.
Yeah. So with that being said, you never know when your time to
Yeah,
go.
absolutely.
you on
That's
that.
why
Yeah.
me personally, I like to live, laugh, enjoy
Yeah.
life.
Yeah,
you know,
And have
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, just have fun, like I
Yeah.
said.
That's right.
And that's
man.
just me.
And coming from a young brother, that's how you do it.
You definitely have to. You definitely have to. You have to take care of business as well.
Right.
But during that, you got to have fun. Bills and all that gonna come.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you got-
Exactly.
And then studies have shown people that like travel on vacation and stuff, they're
Yeah.
in general happier than people who don't.
Yeah,
So I say, hey, in between whatever, take you a trip to
yeah.
wherever. I don't mean down to Grandma's house in South Carolina. I mean, take you a trip somewhere. Go,
Right.
you know.
Get away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, get
Enjoy life.
Get away from Bankhead sometime. Hollywood Road.
I know
man.
that's
I
right.
think, what you know about that, man?
Come to college.
Exactly.
What you know about
I
that?
stayed on Rolling Benz for about 6 months.
Got you. Man, talking about Hollywood Road in here, okay? Yeah, he done bust a right over there on Bankhead.
Wrong turn.
I grew up in that area. It's a right turn to me, bro. Hey,
yeah.
I remember doing my stomping grounds for a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of stomping, our time done been stomped out. Much love,
absolutely.
family. We got to go. Talk Show Kings. Hope you enjoyed the show. Let us know what you think. Let us know how we can improve. Be sure to tune in. Blah, blah. My name is Doc, and I can talk. Okay. Be sure to tune in to the Talk Show Divas right before us. Be sure to tune in to Kingdom Come,
Absolutely.
Cooking in the Kitchen,
Yep.
and
Singing in the
flavor.
kitchen.
the flavor. Singing in the
Singing
kitchen.
in the kitchen.
Singing, not singing, singing in the kitchen. Because they putting it down like that. But again, let us know what you think, fam, because we always want to be better and we want to make sure that we address topics that you're interested in. So holler at us when you can, all right? Talk Show Kings, we'll see you later.
Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant, much love. Black Mamba, forever.
I feel you on that one.
TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.